Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper that you sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Muda Production. Today I'm going to be making some pork stew. What I have here is just simple what they call them, simple cuts of pork. I think they're picnic slices, they call them, which is slices I guess from the pork shoulder. And I have 2 packs of these, and I'm going to cut them up and season them and show you how it's done. Over here are my seasonings. I have garlic salt, seasoning salt, salt-free seasoning, all-purpose salt again, garlic powder. I forgot what they call this thing, and some fish seasoning, which goes well on your meat as well. It's an all-purpose seasoning. Most people use it for seafood, and over here I have black pepper. So I'm gonna go easy with the salt products, because this is salt, this is garlic salt, this is seasoning salt, this is all-purpose seasoning, and then we have salt again. But the flavors combine nicely. So I'm gonna, the salty stuff going on sparingly, not a lot. So this is what I have. And this thing I believe has salt in it too. So I have to go easy with that. And that's the pork. And it's gonna get cut up and seasoned up. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, guys, so you will know when I post a new video, right? So stay tuned and watch this thing come together. So I've added a little bit of vinegar in the water and just rinse them off, get them cleaned up. Nothing much to clean up, but you want to always wash your meat, right? It goes through a lot of hands, while it's being handled and packaged to come to the supermarket to get into our kitchen. So you want to be safe. Play safe and wash your meat, yeah? Highly recommended, guys. It don't take no time to do it. I'm going to try and get off as much water as I can. And I think I might have to switch it to a bigger container. I don't know, I'll see. But here it is. Nice and clean, right? See? Just a little vinegar. You can use a little lime juice if you want. Fresh lime, whatever. However you get your lime juice. Or a little bit of vinegar. White vinegar. Not red wine vinegar or nothing like that. Just white vinegar. And wash your meat. See? Clean it up, right? Yeah? Clean up your meat, guys. Don't take no time to do it. Trim it, clean it up, That's all a part of cooking and prepping and getting your thing done. See? Nice and clean. And then we're going to season. Alright, guys. So now we're going to season them up. We're going to season it up, right? So let me watch the salt, yeah? So let me start with this. This is salty as well, but I like the fact that it gives it a nice color, right? So we're gonna put a little bit of that. I'm not gonna put too much, right? And I'm gonna put some garlic salt as well. It's hard up because I think the lid was left open, so it's hard up. See, it's hard up, the jar, but it's garlic salt. I'm gonna sprinkle a little on there. Like I say, I have to go easy with the salt, people, because I have a lot more salt, a lot more seasonings up here that has salt. So I have to be careful, right? So let's get this mixed in. A lot of thing here has salt in it. So we have to be careful with that. For some people, go ahead. If you feel like you need to use plenty of salt, you want your meat to taste seasoned, you know. You want make sure your meat tastes seasoned. But at the same token, you don't want not being able to enjoy it because it has too much salt. See that seasoning give it a nice color. I hope my camera is catching the color nicely. The last time I did the curry chicken video, it didn't catch the color. I have to remember how to switch on the pro filming on this camera. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna add some paprika. Some people say paprika. It's not paprika, it's paprika. See? P-A-P, Rika. And it gives it a nice color too. See that? Nice color. I hope the camera is catching that. Right? So, like I said, we eat with our eyes. So you also want the food to look good. Not just taste good, but look appealing as well, not true? I'd say so. Now, I'm going to use some all-purpose seasoning. These seasonings have all kind of seasoning in there already. So that's why I'm going to say go easy with the other seasoning, because all-purpose seasoning is all-purpose. It has a lot of everything in there already. Salt, what does it say? Garlic, excuse me, black pepper, oregano, turmeric, you know. Them have all kind of seasoning them already. With this, I'm gonna hit it with a lot more because the flavor comes in from there. And guys, like I said before, garlic powder. Garlic powder is a must, yeah? Whether garlic powder or what you call it, fresh garlic, you have to have garlic in your meat. I don't care what nobody say. Garlic is delicious. It give your meat flavor and it's good for you. It has nice health benefits. So if you use fresh garlic, which I highly recommend the fresh garlic as opposed to the granulated powder stuff, because that's how me grew up in Jamaica. We never have no powder, nothing except for black pepper and salt. Everything is the fresh stuff. Garlic, fresh everything. We never have no onion powder on these things. Everything was just fresh. Fresh garlic, fresh all of that. Anyway, so now I'm gonna go with some salt-free. Salt-free, no MSG seasoning. Love this seasoning. Not promoting anything, guys, but check out your supermarket and you will find salt-free, no MSG seasonings. For those who can't use a lot of salt like myself, but you still want your food to taste nice, you don't miss a thing with this seasoning. Salt-free, and all the flavors are there. Got a lot of herbs and spices in it, right? Okay, next, let's get my hands washed off a bit. Okay. This is another salt-based seasoning. It's seasoned salt. So because I'm using this, I'm not gonna bother using regular salt. That's too much salt. So I'm gonna hit it with some of this. Not too much now. You don't want your meat salty, yeah? And then I'm gonna do some black pepper. In the last video, guys, I had to hide the brand products I'm using because I didn't my one of my videos had a copyright claim on it. I didn't play the video to see what the claim was about. I immediately took the video down. So if you notice on one of my videos, I had all the brand seasoning blocked out. I didn't know where it was, but what the claim was on, but I hurry up and take it down. I don't have money for the lawsuit. So I choose not to show the brand seasonings, but I told you guys seasoning salt, all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, garlic salt, some paprika for color. Paprika is just dried red pepper where they dry it and crush it and it give you meat a nice color. And black pepper, and the other seasoning that is really salty as well, but I didn't use all of it. Here it is. Not gonna call any names. Not promoting any seasonings. And that's just the powder seasoning, right? And there it is. That's just the powdered seasoning on it, right? Let me clean up my hands. And then I'm gonna show you guys the fresh seasoning that's gonna go on it. In Jamaica, we just have a Trinity. Now, Trinity is just a base of basic seasoning that we use all the time on our meat. So, you guys should know that by now. Some Jamaicans that are probably watching this video and watching my videos know what kind of seasoning we use for our meat or in our cooking, which is onion, fresh garlic, thyme, scallion, hot pepper, and tomato if the recipe calls for that. So we're gonna come back with that once we're ready to cook. Growing up, we would have put all of that on this already, cut up the seasoning and put them on this and make it go and soak with it. But as I get older and start cooking for myself, I realize I may have to pick off the fresh seasoning them anyway in order to cook this, because the fresh seasoning would burn if I go brown this up. So what I do is I cut them up and leave them separately instead of season them on here. Sometimes, depending on the mood mean, we will put them on it and do it the old-fashioned way. But this time, I don't think I'm going to bother do it that way. So there you have it, guys. The seasoned pork for stewing, right? So we're going to let this marinate for the least half an hour. Let it marinate for the least half an hour, right? You know what I forgot, guys? I forgot something else that I like on my meat. I just remember. Especially on pork. Especially on pork. Worcestershire sauce. Love it on pork. Can't put it on any meat, you know, but I like it specifically on pork. So I'm going to put a little bit. I probably say, if you don't notice, I don't measure my seasoning because I do this for so long. Like I said, 99.9% of the time, I get it right. Yes, sometimes we mess up. And that's to be expected. I'm not perfect. Even chef mess up. 5-star chefs sometimes mess up. Right? But 99.9% of the time, I get it right. I've been cooking since I was 11. I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now. But I'm sure you people could probably guess. Maybe not. I don't want to age myself, guys, but yeah. And there you go, guys. If you could have smell it, you see? Smell it. Smells so good. So good. But yeah. So let this marinate, like I said, for the least amount of time, half an hour. I'll probably leave this to marinate for an hour. And then we're gonna cook it. Right? So that's your pork for brown stewing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, right? You're watching Muda Production, people.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens.
All right, people. So see there, the meat been marinating for about an hour. I may have it for an hour, but like I said, I would recommend half an hour. See it? All the seasoning pan it, soaking, and it well seasoned, marinated now. See it there? I'm ready to cook. Yes, they are. They are super duper ready, people. Let's get them in the pot. No special we are putting them in, because everybody are going one time. See there? Everybody are going. Alright, see them now? Everybody gone in? Everybody gone in. See them? See? I'm gonna cover the pot. Make them go and cook, yeah? Make them go and cook. The hand strained up, right? Clean this up. I'm gonna have this for medium high, about 7 or 7. 6.5 ish. Yeah. And I'm gonna just let it come together a little bit, right? And then we are gonna come back and check on it. Alright, so I could check back and see where I'm going. We have steam up, I created 200 joules, don't it? See it there? I always use the back burner. I mean, I like things from the front burner. When I do more than one thing, I do have bigger burners. I choose to use the back burner, see it? I get color, don't throw. See that? Catching color. See the water down there? With the oil. Create it one steam, you know. So, I have to slide with it. I'm going to use one hand with the camera. Alright. Bear with me. Soon get more camera equipment. I order some things to come in. Soon get it. So I'm not fair going so it is. But in the meantime, see there. See it there? Now cook up. Make it take time go and cook. When you're ready for the water it, right? I get little color. Make them go and cook up. I will check back. Alright people, let's see what's going on in here. Coming on nicely, you know. See, that cook down. Stewing on the pork people. One shot, right? Stewing on one shot. There it is. Get a better view. See there? One shot, it has stewed down nicely. So here's what people, I put a little piece of ginger in there. Anytime I cook with pork, I like put a piece of ginger in there because not everybody pork agree with. It might give you some kind of upset with your tummy. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to drop a piece of ginger in there. I beat it and just drop it in there. Small piece of ginger, you don't have to put a big piece. Just a little piece of ginger to help with digestion of the pork, right? Because not everybody that thing agree with. So we're going to leave that and make it go and cook down, and then we are going to come back and check on it again. All right guys, so here's where we are. No water went in the pot. You see that? It's steam up by itself. It created its own water. Look at that. And it's cooking up, right? So this was after about half an hour since we put the oil in and drop them in and cover it up tightly. And look at that. It created its own water. Let me see if we can show you that little bit. Let me get the fork. Let's get the fork and go back here and show you what really are going in the pot. See there? See that? Look at that. It has created own water and a cook itself. See? Look. You see that? Look at that. It has created own water. See? All we did was use the same oil from a frying the plantain. Nobody used no new oil. Same oil. The oil in there was clean. I was only frying plantains. Right? It's not like me I fried chicken and it didn't leave no kind of residue in the oil. It was just plantains. So I continued to use that oil and drop them in. Everybody went in one time, right? And there we have it. See, it's still cooking. It will get tenderized after a while. It will get tender after a while. It's been tenderized, right? See there? Now when that water done boil out, then we can add some water, right? So it's doing its thing. See there? We make stew pork. Stew pork, right? We cook up to cook down here and Muda production. Cook up to cook down, people. See? It's cooking up to cook down. You'll see it when it cook down. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like. Give the video a thumbs up. If you don't like one, I say thumbs up the video, no man. Hit the thumbs button. Hit the like button. And like up the video. Yeah, make cooking easy for you, you see that? Nothing complicated in my cooking. And it's delicious. You try it for yourself, you'll see. If you don't try this, if you don't need exact measurement of things, leave me a comment. Me hit to know for them, I know how to do it. You understand? But if you don't like it, if you don't like the video them, give the video them a thumbs up, people. Right? And subscribe for more contents. Whole heap of more cooking I come. See there? And in the meantime, the rice are steam. A lot of people don't know how to make rice. It's easy for me. Easy peasy. Sure enough to make rice one day. Though I don't make it steam. Rice is steam. See the people? So stay tuned and watch, man. Soon come back. Alright guys, this thing sound like it's a fry. So that's let me know that all the liquid is basically gone out of it. But that's what I wanted. Because see it start to get color. Look at that. Look at that, man. It start catch color, people. Start get its own color. You see that? See down there? Look. See? Start get its color. You know, I put no water on it all now, you know. I haven't put any water on it as yet. No water in there. All that liquid you see is what it made on its own. See it there? See it there? It has made its own liquid. So yeah. See it there? Pat running away. Where you going, Pat? Come back here. Let me show these nice subscribers how to stew down some pork. And remember, guys, this is just your basic standard sliced picnic pork, they call it in the supermarkets. It's just sliced pork. If you want, buy the pork that's cubed up, cut up. You can buy it too. Same difference, same thing. But the label is I think they call it pork picnic slices. Pork picnic slices. And then I just cut it up. If you want, you could make it like a steak, because it came in the form of a steak, one big piece. Like a steak cut. Steak is not the meat, you know, it's the cut. It's the cut of meat. That's really called a steak. So you have pork steak as well, because the pork was cut in a steak style. So this is what we have, and I cut it up and season it as you saw. So now that the water gone down a little bit, see the water gone, not a little bit, the water gone. So it kind of brown itself now. I'm not going to put too much. I'm just going to keep a little bit, right? Just to encourage the browning process. See that? Just to encourage the browning process. So catch a little more color. You people who are not Jamaicans, that might be my subscribers who are not Jamaicans, that wonder why we do we brown things, meat. Like I say, you eat with your eye, you know. So it's good, and it's what we call searing the meat. And searing just basically mean sealing in all the flavors and the juices. That's what browning the meat really does. Searing it, right? You seal the all sides of the meat. If it was a steak, you would have brown one side and then flip it and brown the other side, because you're closing in, locking in all the flavor. That's all that is, right? So this is what we do when we brown things. So, and like we say, you eat with your eyes. So something look good, you're going to want to eat it, and you can't go wrong once you brown it. That add more flavor to it, right? So yeah, we're going to leave it. But the water we just put in, come down a little more and check back, see how much more brown it has gotten. And we're going to repeat the process. So hang in there. Alright guys, so it's been like how long now? Since we poured the water in it the last time. See it dry down again. So let's see how it look this time. We're supposed to catch some more color, right? See? See? I get some more color. And it's also getting tender at the same time, right? Got a slider from me. How dare you? Come back here. Okay, let's see back here. Let's see under here what things look like. See it there? See it? It's a brown up. See? We don't want it brown, you know, it not really like crazy brown. But we just letting it do that while it tenderizes. That's all we're doing. See it there? And the more we add, each time we add water to it, it helps it to get some color on there as well. So we're not really brown it down. That's not our aim. We're trying to tenderize the meat, cook the meat, get it nice and soft. That's all we're doing. But all I'm saying is while that's getting done, it's adding color to the meat too, which is a plus, right? Which is a plus because it make it look nice and pretty. Whoops. All right, got a little oil splatter there. See, it's making it look nice and pretty. That's all it's doing. We not look for brown the meat really. We just look for cook it, get it soft, right? And some people might ask, why is it that I don't just store a lot of water in here and make everything cook down? Because to me, that's like boiled meat. Me not like boiled meat. When you stew something, it's a stew. It's a slowly stew, right? That's what stewing is all about. They make it stay down, stew down. And that's what we do. That's what I do. That's what the Jamaican way of cooking, authentic Jamaican cooking, that's how we do it. That's all I prepare, authentic Jamaican meals, cooking. And I make it easy for you guys. I don't know if you cook Jamaican, see it there? Easy, right? Authentic. None of them things what people are doing nowadays that's kind of out of whack. That's the real authentic cooking. There you go, see? So at this point, what we're going to do? Alright, to not get it right, we're going to add more water to it. Tip a little more water. When I say tip, I don't mean like no little baby tip. About, you know, the cup then I had about quarter of the cup or half of the cup. We just not make it cover the meat. We just want it to stop the meat from frying because it's the water that helps to tenderize the meat, the heat and the water. I mean, not boil it. We just want it cook, tenderize, and all the flavors come together. Then after all them flavors come together from all the powdered seasoning that I showed you that I put on there, what we're gonna do, people, what we say me do here, we layer flavors. So we're gonna add another layer of flavors onto this. So stay tuned and watch what's going on, people. Making it easy for you to create meals that's so delicious. Caribbean, Jamaican style cooking. Okay guys, let's see how far this thing has got now. Wow. See that? The water dry out already, you know. And let's see how tender it is. It cook, you know, because it's thin cuts of meat. It don't take long to cook. It can go a little more, but it cook. It will get tender. So at this point, I am going to add some more water. Let me get the camera situated. I'm going to add some more water, guys. Let's see if we can set this the right way. I'm going to add some more water, guys. I want to add water. I want to make sure it's warm water because cold water stops the cooking process. So I'm going to add some more water like we've been doing. And since it's almost done, well, not almost done, but it's tenderizing. It's getting tender. It's getting tender. So we're going to start layering. So I had some turnips in the fridge. I had a turnip in the fridge. I don't want it going bad. So I'm going to add that in there, make it cook down in there with it. Turnip, and I had some little pieces of cabbage. Right? Maybe I shouldn't put those in yet. Let's take those out because them cook quick. Let's get to them in there and just do the turnip. So I put the turnip in there, the pieces of turnip. I make them stew down in them. I like turnip. Right? And then we're going to start laying. Let me use up this liquid also. So now I've added a lot more liquid than I started out with. See? A lot more liquid than I started out with. See that? Because now I need enough to cook the turnip. And let's adjust this a bit. There we go. Whoops. So I added pieces of turnip. I had a whole turnip. I mean, I want it go bad, so I just threw it in there, make it stew down with the pork. And I've added a little more water than we've been adding because now it's almost tender, right? Maybe about another 15 minutes and it will come to real nice soft tender meat. So now we're getting ready to layer it with flavors.
Everything that happens is motivation.
This is the pega garlic, people. The pega garlic, right? Pega garlic. Some red onions. I think I said yellow onions earlier when I showed you all this season, but it's actually red onions. And I do have yellow onions here as well. That was a little piece left off of a small one. And then I cut a piece off of a whole one. I don't want a whole lot. And I'm going to go this way. It's the regular slicing direction, right? So we got garlic, red onion, yellow onions. And we have some yellow pepper. Yellow bell pepper. Just a piece. Don't want a lot in there. And a piece of green sweet pepper, we call them. Bell pepper, same thing. Here's another piece of the yellow one. And I have a piece of scallion. Always beat the scallion, as you know, to release the flavor. I'm just going to cut that like that. No fancy way. Pepper, hot pepper. Just going to use a little piece. You don't want a big piece in there. You don't want not to kill nobody, right? See it there? See, hot pepper and a half of a tomato. You don't have to cut it no special way. Just cut it up. We just lay in the flavors, guys. That's all we're doing. And we sprig of thyme, right? So we're gonna add all this to the pot. Okay, people, beautiful people, let's check back and see what's going on in here. Let me show you what's going on in here. See it there? Let me show you what's going on in here. Like I said, the meat don't have much longer to go. Because as you see, it's thinly sliced. It's not very thin, but it's not big, thick pieces of meat. See that? So like this piece, it's soft already, you know. Soft. See that? Yeah. So I'm going to layer the flavors, guys. I want to know that's what I do here, right? That's what we do. We layer flavors. Make the food taste nice. Right? So here's what we're gonna do. See what I have? All the seasonings, right? So we have fresh thyme. All that we just got up. The onion, the scallion, the peppers, sweet pepper, bell pepper, hot pepper, whatever you call it. Pepper, all kinds of pepper, and tomato. I use the half a tomato. I have tons of tomato, but I use the half a tomato, and they're all in the pot. Looking pretty. Check it out. Don't it look pretty? Not true? Wow! Nice. Comment, guys. Like and subscribe. Pretty. Not true? See that? Everybody gonna just cook on right now. Alright, guys, so let's see what we have. It's been about an hour now since we are cooking it, not bad. I will put the seasoning in, right? So let's see how things are coming along. We lay out the flavor, right? And the meat cook, you know? The meat cook. See there? The turnip almost cooked that I put down in here. See there? Remember the turnip? Yeah. I leave it down in the juice. So it wants steam down. So we have one more layering to do. And we're gonna add some browning sauce. Right? Just to enhance the color. Like I said, we eat with our eyes. And we don't want it black. That not gonna look appetizing either. And the thing about the browning sauce is as it cooks, as the food cooks, it gets darker in color. So don't be fooled and think you didn't put enough and keep adding and adding. And once the food come together, it start look black. Too black rather, too brown, right? So what I do is I try not to put it on the meat. I put it in the gravy. Can't put it all over now, but I like to put it in the liquid. So that way it can cook and you can base it over what's in the pot. Right? Let me move this out some. And I could do this so you guys see that? See? Yeah. So that's what we do. I think I lost a turnip just now. Back in the pot. How dare you? See? I'm going to add a little more browning. And this is that's gonna make your gravy. I don't know, we not buy no store, no shelf gravy, we don't do that. We don't even know how that work, right? Not on Muda Kitchen. Not in Muda Kitchen, I should say. Right? Not on Muda Production. Not in Muda Production Kitchen, we don't do them things there. So we're gonna add a little more color to it, right? And if you want Bolipa gravy, you add more water. But right now, the meat cook, you want to turn it them steam up some more, right? Cook through with them nice and soft. But the meat cook. The meat is cooked. Look at that. Let me get a fork and show you so the meat cook. See there? Tender. Meat nice and soft. Yeah? So basically what I'm going to do is just leave this. So everybody come together as usual. Right? Check on the turnip again. See the turnip almost done, see? The fork I go through it. But we want to make sure it cook right through, see? If it cook down in the gravy, and then we don't need no more browning sauce on that. And I had a piece of cabbage, so I'm just gonna do this with it. It's vegetables, I don't like to waste stuff, and I love veggies, so I'm gonna let this bad boy cook down in here as well. Right? I have made some shred vegetables, and this is what's left of it. So I'm gonna put that on top. I'm gonna add some more water to it, and I'm gonna add one more little thing to it. One more little thing to it, guys. Here it is. It's not what my mother used to do, but sometimes I do it just to add layers of flavor, and it helps to give everything an extra flavor, right? And this going to cook down a little more. See, it a little still thin. It have to cook down a little more so it get nice and thick. If you want, you could get a little bit of all-purpose flour with a little bit of water, make like a paste, but loose enough that you could pour in the gravy, and it helps to thicken it, to make it thicker. If you want it thicker than this, you can do that. But right now, this consistency, I think it's pretty good. Yeah? To go over rice, see? To get a little thicker, by the time this done cook down, and, the turnip kind of start get down in it. Yeah. But that's where we're at. I'm gonna add another one of these because we have plenty of these and they just sitting there and they might ripe up quick. Summer veggies, why not? All year round veggies, but summertime, if them plentiful, me like use them. Why not? Why not, people? Alright, so we're gonna cover this and the next time we open the pot, the cabbage are gonna steam, the turnip are gonna ready, and the gravy are gonna be the right consistency, and everybody are gonna come together and just be irie. Okay, I'm gonna check back on the status of this thing. Gravy and all. Turnips are done because, yeah, the residual heat from the stove will finish them. I don't want them cooked out too soft. You understand? But I want them cooked. The cabbage, I don't want it too soggy either. And everything is done. Everything is done. Let me check on the gravy. And let's see what's going on with the gravy. Let's see. Let me grab a spoon here. Let's see. Not bad. Look at that. Look at the consistency, people. Nice. Enough to pour over white rice or whatever you eat it with mashed potatoes or dumpling and banana. We call it ground provision. Food, we call it at Jamaica, right? But see that? Pork done cook. Pork done cook, people. There it is. Done cook nice and tender. See it come off on the pot and it's soft. Just nice stuff. Wow. Ready like Freddy, as they would say, yeah? There it is, guys. The stew pork. Jamaican stew pork. Buddha production style, authentic yard meals, as we call it. The cabbage there, cooked down. Want a little crunch in this, so the rest of the residual heat, we cook it. Right? And there you have it. Stew pork. Made easy. Buddha production, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. For more, lot more delicious meals to come.